Guys, so today I'm going to be talking about skincare. As you know, I am a makeup artist, and alongside that I did a skincare course because I feel that as a makeup artist, if you don't know about skincare, then it just doesn't help you in your job. You need to know about skincare in order to help your clients prepare for, say, a big day. If it's a wedding, you need to be able to advise them how best to prepare their skin before a wedding. And I'm a big believer. A lot of people say to me, how can I get flawless skin? How can I do this? How can I do that? And really, unless you actually get to, or how, the biggest one is, what products can I use to close up my pores? What products can I use to give me flawless skin? But unless you actually get to the root cause, like, nothing's going to help your makeup. You need to prep the surface of your skin, and then it will be ready for makeup. It's probably going to be quite long because I will be talking about cleanse, toners, moisturisers, serums, and various other things. So if you want to just skip to like moisturisers or toners or whatever, look in the description bar and I'll leave the numbers there so you don't have to watch the whole video. First thing I'm going to talk to you about is cleansers. Now, these, what are they called? These micellar solutions, is that how you even say it? Micellar solutions, yeah. Are advertised now. They've become really popular, and these are great for makeup artists or people if you're like at a festival or staying the night at someone's house or whatever, and you just don't want to take everything with you. These are great for just like removing your makeup and that's it. Maybe splash your face or whatever, but not for every day. They don't cleanse your face. So this is the Bioderma one. This is one of the original ones. This is the one that I like to use on everyone. It seems to be it's good for sensitive skin. But this one is advertised as a makeup removing solution, which is what they are. But the new Garnier one is advertised as a cleanser, which is kind of a bit naughty because it isn't actually a cleanser. So what I tend to do is, what I'm saying is you need to cleanse your face after this. What I tend to do is I use this to remove my eye makeup, but a good cleanser should actually remove and break down all your makeup. But because I do tend to wear a lot of waterproof eye makeup, I do use this. And I will just wipe around my eyes, as well as a bit of my face as well if I've got anything left on the pad. And then I go in with a cleanser. Now, when you're picking your cleanser, make sure you don't go for anything that's foaming. There's a product called, I think it's aluminium sulfate, something beginning with L sulfate, I can't pronounce the word in between. And basically that's what makes the solution foam. It's what makes it all foam up, and what it does is it breaks down all the stuff on your face and strips it, making your skin feel clean. If people say to me all the time, oh, my skin feels really clean after washing, or it feels really clean after doing this, but if it feels something doesn't mean it is something. It's just the way it feels. It's aluminium something that makes it foam. Basically, with stripping it off, it alters the pH of your skin. So anything foaming will alter the pH of your skin, and it will turn it really alkaline. And it's under alkaline pH that your skin is basically like a petri dish harbouring. It's a beautiful environment to harbour germs and bacteria, and for bacteria to grow. So if you're acne prone, this is the absolute worst thing that you could be using, which is really annoying because a lot of skincare products do sell foaming cleansers. Foaming, what the foam does is it breaks it down so much that it allows other it strips it all, but it strips all of the good lipids and everything that's in your skin, so it's kind of exposing it to germs and whatnot. So you want to stay away from anything foaming. Just stay away from it, as well as anything alcohol. That's the same thing goes for alcohol. Any of your products have alcohol in it, stay away. The alcohol, it also breaks down the lipids, which are the natural oils in the skin, but you need lipids in order to keep your skin healthy. Breaking down the lipids, it allows other products to get in and actually work, but they don't work because you've altered the pH on your skin. So it's all really complicated. It's probably going over your head. Just stay away from alcohol and stay away from foam because it will dry your skin out. It'll actually give you acne in the long run. So my favourite cleansers, that was exhausting. My favourite cleansers are ones that are like balms or gels, that kind of thing. And you can the best way to apply them is dry, clean hands, and on, like as my face is right now, probably minus some eye makeup, squirt a bit on, rub it on, and literally massage it into the skin. Massage it, and just keep working it, and then splash and rinse your face off with warm water. And a good thing to use as well is a muslin cloth or a flannel, just to, like a hot muslin or flannel, just to wipe it off. And quite often it's nice to double cleanse. Another new thing that I really like is a Clarisonic. This is a Clarisonic dupe. I did have a Clarisonic and it broke, and I really don't want to spend the money again, but a Clarisonic's really good. And this is just like oscillates, and it's just really nice. And I'll put the actual cleanser on there and kind of let it do the thing, and it will micro exfoliate as well. You don't want to do this too often though. You don't want to over exfoliate the skin. So my favourite cleansers are, my favourite cleanser was the Liz Earle Cleanse and Polish, and but I ran out of that, and I decided to buy the Alpha H Triple Action Cleanser to go with my, I bought it in a set with the Alpha H Liquid Gold, which I'll talk about in a minute. And this is a really, really good cleanser. It's a light, non-foaming gel cleanser which removes all traces of face and eye makeup while balancing the skin. And when they say that, they mean balancing the pH. And we're talking about a pH of around 5 is what is ideal for your skin. Formulated with thyme and powerful natural extracts to help minimise excess oil, and cucumber to cool and invigorate the skin. So there you go. So that's really good. And this is a fantastic, you get 500 mils worth of products in here. It's you know, it's pretty, it's a lot of product. Another one that I really like is anything by Vice. I really like their brand. This is a one-step cleanser for sensitive skin, but it does say 3-in-1. It's cleansing milk, toner, and eye makeup remover. So I'm going to go on and talk about toners, but when it says toner here, it isn't the toner that it should be. It's just, I don't know why it says toner. I think just because it has a few little added extras in it. But anyway, it's a good cleanser. So toners, so this is why I'm good. You'll see why this is relevant. Toners used to be, back in the day, something like a solution that you would use after you've cleansed your skin to take off excess makeup. But that isn't actually what a toner is at all. What a proper toner is an astringent which will lightly exfoliate the skin and prep the skin ready for the next stage, which is moisturising. So there's two different types of toners or astringents. There's an alpha hydroxy acid, which is a glycolic acid, or it could also be citric acid or lactic acid, and there's a couple of others there, but glycolic acid is the most popular one, and a beta hydroxy acid, which is salicylic acid. So an alpha hydroxy acid basically is good for all skin types, but it's particularly good for people with fine lines or with aging skin or with people with really dry skin. And my favourite glycolic acid is the Alpha H Liquid Gold. This only needs to be used about 3 times a week, depending on your skin. If your skin is particularly aging, then maybe every other day. But you just read the instructions when you get it, and you don't want to use this every day because it is quite strong. But what this does is basically it's very, very, in a very, very tiny concentration, will just lift off the excess cells on the top of the skin and allow the new cells to kind of regenerate, and it will constantly exfoliate your skin. Or alpha hydroxy acid requires a good pH, a pH of around 5, in order for it to work. So if you are using a foaming cleanser or any alcohol in any of your products, chances are this won't work on your skin because it's not the optimum pH for it to work. They are pH dependent, so just bear that in mind if you're using a foaming cleanser or anything with alcohol in it. There's another one which is the P50, which retails for around about the same sort of price. This is a picture of it, I don't actually have it. There are other ones with different letters in front depending on your skin type, but that is also a really, really good astringent toner to use. The best beta hydroxy acid, BHA, in my opinion, is the Paula's Choice. So there's a picture of it here. I don't actually have any myself. Or Clarins Brightening Gentle Exfoliator as well. This is also really good. Now so those two are, in my opinion, the best beta hydroxy acids to use. And what beta hydroxy acid is, it's good for everybody, but particularly good for people with oily skin, blemish prone skin, large pores, and who are prone to outbreaks. And what it does the same thing as an alpha hydroxy acid. It just exfoliates the top of the skin, but it goes into the pore, cleans it out, and then over time will close it. So so that's what that does. Unlike a glycolic acid needs to be in quite a high concentration. So in the ingredients, you'll see it near the top, whereas a salicylic acid, you don't need it in high concentration. So even if it says it near the bottom of the ingredients that it has salicylic acid, it will still work really well on your skin. So those two, I remember, who was it, Caroline Herons on a Pixie Woo blog a long time ago said that if you don't do this stage, it's a bit like putting eyeshadow on a glass table. You don't prep your skin. And a lot of people say that their makeup might slide off, or it does this, that and the other, and it's probably because you haven't prepped your skin, or you've used something on your skin that isn't reacting well with your foundation and then causing it a bit like an oil slick to kind of not blend very well. So again, that's something worth bearing in mind. This was only available in France for a long time, and now you can get it in the UK in Boots, and it's called CeraZinc, and it's a zinc sulfate solution for oily and blemished skin. I even use this on Sebastian's nappy rash. It's basically a very lovely antibacterial cooling solution that you can spray on your face, and it will it neutralizes the pH, and it's just antibacterial. It'll just kill any kind of bugs on there. It's just really, really good for any kind of very damaged, very blemished skin. Zinc, as we all know, is very good for your skin. And like I said, if Seb's got a nappy rash, this will sort it right out. And you can use this on top of makeup. So if halfway through the day you've padded your face, it might look a bit matte, you can go ahead and spritz it. And it's just really, it's a really lovely product to use. But I tend to use it after I've done my toner. It's important to moisturise your skin, particularly at night, or particularly after doing a glycolic treatment. Saying that, if you want maximum effect from this, then and you're using it at night, then don't moisturise afterwards, because it will give you a bit more of an intense treatment. But otherwise, you do want to be moisturising every night. So my favourite moisturiser is this Avon Solutions Balanced Matte SPF Mattifying Day Cream, and it's a lovely oil-free day cream. It's great for using underneath makeup. It's good for all skin types in my opinion, but particularly good for people who are oily. I really, really like this cream. And my other favourite one is the Effaclar H by La Roche-Posay again, and this is for oil skinned, weakened over time by drying treatments. So sometimes I do feel my skin can get a bit dry because I perhaps have over exfoliated it, or have used the Clarisonic too much, and this is really good for that. It's really, really good for around my nose area, because I do find that is what gets particularly dry. I am a bit rough with the glycolic, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I do go over it and then think, oh, I'll go over it again, and because I love it so much, but it can slightly dry the skin out. Even if you've got oily skin, this is really good to use because it's designed for oily skin with the kind of dry patches. So I do like this. It's quite emollient, so I don't tend to use it under makeup unless my skin's particularly dry that day. So I do tend to use this at night. And in the day, I tend to use this. Another one that I quite like is this simple light moisturiser. However, the other day it did make my skin sting, so I'm starting to wonder whether it's got something in it that I'm reacting to. Nevertheless, I have always liked this. Be mindful if you have problems with melia, be mindful of any products with silicone in it, because that can make them worse. Mineral oils are not always the best thing to use, though they say they are. They kind of sit on the skin rather than go into the skin and actually moisturise your skin. So perhaps look out for anything with kind of mineral oils in them. But the next thing that I'm going to talk about is also from the Effaclar range of La Roche-Posay, and this is the Effaclar Duo. If you're prone to breakouts or anything like that, or you get suddenly might get a real bad breakout flare up, this is an absolute godsend. This is all I use, and this is all I probably will ever use when I have a breakout. This is corrective unclogging care for imperfections and anti-marks. So this also contains salicylic acid, and it will help close your pores, but it's particularly good for breakouts. I will use this in the day as a moisturiser if I'm having a particularly bad breakout at that time. I wouldn't recommend using it morning and night or every day because it will dry your skin out, but if you're having breakouts, then just definitely use it on there, and then maybe use moisturiser on the rest of your face. It's just amazing. This is really, really good. So this, whenever I've had a problem, this has sorted me right out. That has. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is eyes. My eyes. I need 2 eye products, and that is the Absolute Eye Cream by Alpha H, and this is a fantastic, it's got like a ceramic nib, so it's really cooling when you apply it. And this just, again, I don't have real big problems with bags or anything like that, or wrinkles. In fact, I actually don't have a single wrinkle apart from this kind of, oh, I'm a bit close, apart from this here. I don't actually have any wrinkles. I'm really, really lucky. But I put that down to doing this routine every single day for the last 5 years, because I knew that I had to take care. You've only got one face. You need to take care of your face. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the eye cream. Going back to the next eye cream is my Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, and I've had this for a year and it's still going, and it's a test. It's like a little mini one that I got for Christmas last year. I've not needed to go back and buy the big one. It's quite expensive. It's about £60 to £80 depending on where you buy it from for the big one, but it's worth it. It's so good. It's so good around the eyes. It's beautiful. So that's pretty much it for my skincare. It was very, very rushed and concise, but you can just skip to the parts you want to see. You've only got one face, take care of it. Any questions, please ask. And that's it. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.